Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's Sunday, early time of sorts. What, dinner time? Traditional dinner time. I'm going to try to take a moment to get heartfelt here, not get too silly or out of the box or do my weird impersonations. I was actually sad today. I missed my son today. Unfortunately rehashing how it all went down, but it was always a challenging relationship, so I just needed to get over it. But acceptance, it's a big one. It's a hard one. I don't think people should make being accepted light. Our whole childhood we want to be accepted. Forget about the family dynamics. And if we weren't accepted or we weren't invited, or what did that do to us? It never leaves. Never leaves. And then they use that very almost childish way that we have as adults even against us. And they use it in the social media, and then the children were even bombarded with more than what they had before to deal with. I thought it was the most devastating thing to do to children was Facebook and cell phones and constant video games. Like, yeah, rainy days, snowing, weather sucks, too hot, too cold. You know, play some video games, but not glued to it, like attached to it. But acceptance, that never leaves. I don't know why people act like it's something that's easy to dissolve. The need for approval wouldn't make us human if we desired or sought no approval whatsoever. It's like what we do with it, though. Like, how much do we need it? And sometimes we need it more than other times. And I think that's even the upsetting part of it is it really acceptance or being understood? There's a difference there too. For me, it wasn't worth being accepted or being part of whatever that was if I was misunderstood, and I was misunderstood from the get-go. So why would I try to be accepted if the only thing that was being accepted was a narration of me that was absolutely false and made up by my elders? And it had absolutely nothing to do with my identity. So it was easier maybe for me because of isolation through childhood too at home to just kind of let go some of the need to be involved or accepted. It goes along with boundaries, people pleasing, but if a person is never accepted into anything, what that does to them is super, super sad. So I'm not coming from a professional stance. I'm not a doctor. I'm a person that's lived. And there's been this big wave of people discussing, like, are we part of the herd, are we not part of the herd? We're going to always want to be part of the herd, but do we want to be part of the herd that's standing for what's best for all? Or are we going to only go with that herd because that's what everyone else is accepting as what's acceptable? Do you know what I mean? So that's where then you start to draw the lines, and I just found that I started to draw a lot of lines through my life. Lines around me. I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't think I was superior to it. I thought there's no way in heck with the persecution, and then on top of that I'm going to have to put on these like extra masks and facades to fit in. No, I ain't going to do it. I know that there was something seriously wrong as a small one outside around me, inside the home, outside the home. So much wrong at the school. Did I only ever see what was wrong? There's been a lot wrong with America for the whole time I've been alive, so don't try to tell me any different. And I saw exactly where they were taking all of us. And because I knew where they were taking everyone, and I warned people, probably the wrong people I warned, of what I knew and the information I gave them back when, but it was to save the little bit of freedom that we maybe would have been able to save. But I wasn't willing to go along with the crowd to be accepted, to ever forego what I believe in. So whatever rumors and all that were needed to be added to the fact I've been having military grade attacks on me for at least 20 years I know of is sick, because it means I was in the experimental group where they were just, gonna lock me up. So one way or the other, if they had to frame me, they'd frame me, but they had to get me shut up, dead, or locked up. One of the three. So that's just my spiel on acceptance. I think people need to kind of realize it's completely natural and it's normal, and it's not that we necessarily want to work against it. It's that when it gets out of hand and you can't live without it. And so there has to be just honestly, a fine balance. So, and the best place to start is to find out how to have a relationship with yourself, only with you and God alone, and then the right situations will come about. But I'm gonna get going. That's a lesson on acceptance, okay? I don't know why any groups would want anyone to feel like that's an easy thing to navigate. We spend the whole first part of our lives wanting to be accepted, but yet we don't even fully understand ourselves. So I think until you can understand yourself, you know what group that you should truly be worried about, if they accept you or not. Just let it go altogether. But if you can't let it go and it's a real hang up, start there. Okay.